We're talking about the Leo full moon, and we're going to be looking at the configurations in the sky. We're also going to look at an overview of the energies of this Leo moon and also pull a couple of cards to see what other perspective we can get on this lunation. Hi, I'm Ellen. Welcome to Gently Wander, where we go on adventures of body, mind, and soul. Today we're talking about the upcoming full moon happening at 24 degrees of Leo on February 12th at 5:53 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And a full moon is where the sun and moon are opposing each other. A full moon can be seen as a completion or the harvest. With the moonlight at its fullest, there is an opportunity to see the fruits of your intentions. So Leo is about confidence, courage, charisma, creativity, generosity of spirit, taking center stage. And the moon is about emotions, the subconscious realm, the body, the mother. Uranus in Taurus is squaring the moon in Leo. And Leo and Taurus are both fixed signs, which may point to some kind of shakeup in the realm of where we are more fixed, rigid, or stubborn. So a square from Uranus, the planet of wakeups and shakeups, to the moon could portend some interesting movement in regards to emotions, the emotional body, the way we are relating to or experiencing emotion. Perhaps it could be a dramatic shift in perspective about something we held as absolute truth, showing us a different way. And Uranus and Taurus definitely has that earthquake feeling with a shaking of the ground. So we might feel we're on shaky or unstable ground. And maybe some kind of volcanic eruption with the earth and fire elements here. Maybe that's more like emotional volatility or emotional, some kind of emotions pushing forward, pushing through, but in an explosive, eruptive way. It could also be something from the subconscious coming up through the body and the emotions, a sense of emotional liberation, maybe. Also coming through has been this theme of urgency. So that might be embedded here with the Uranus square, maybe a shock of creative energy coming through, or a new sense of vitality or energy in the body. And the square is generally seen as challenging, and it pushes us into action in order to master the challenge coming forward. So that gives a general overview of some of the energies happening here. And now let's pull a couple of cards and see what they say about this lunation. This is going to be the deck for the Uranus and Taurus card, Earth Magic Oracle cards. And for the moon, it's going to be Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle cards. So let's start with Uranus. To Uranus and Taurus, what else do we need to know in relation to this full moon in Leo? I feel like that one. Music, harmony. Ah, music, what would life be like without it? It's not something that we humans invented, rather music has been around since time began. Subtle and dramatic textures of sound have existed as long as there have been beings that could hear them. For our ancient ancestors, paying close attention to sounds, rhythms, and vibrations from the environment helped them survive. Of course, it has also been compelling for humanity to create music through our own voice and musical instruments. As we have evolved, so have the instruments we've created, some of which, when played, mimic the music of the natural world. Where there's more than one instrument played or two or more people singing, the resulting harmonies blend into one unified sound that is pleasing to the ear. If the notes are out of sync, there's a notable dissonance that can be disturbing. Here we see two women with stringed instruments creating a harmonious blend. They're so absorbed in their playing that they appear to be in a trance, as if they're simply allowing the music to flow through them. I'm also noticing the flowers on that, like here, on the cape, I guess, and the birds, and then it's on the earth. So I feel that's kind of like Taurus. This is a time of considerable harmony for you, one where the various elements in your life are flowing together smoothly. Just as in musical harmony, it is the interface of these elements that merge into a cycle of symmetry and balance that evokes feelings of harmony. The challenge is to sustain this inner accord even when there is considerable dissonance outside of your own mind, heart, and body. Note the sensations, emotions, and thoughts you experience when everything seems to be moving along well. Take 3 deep breaths and let your breathing be the anchor that reminds you of this state of consciousness. Whenever you perceive chaos around you, know that it is a mirror for your inner turmoil. When you recognize this, take 3 or more breaths to bring forth the memory of those moments when your life was like a symphony. Then every time you exhale, you are releasing the energy of your internal state of harmony into the world, and it will have amazing effects. I feel like it keeps saying sensations, and I keep thinking about the earthquakes. It's like you feel the earth moving beneath you. And I feel like this card is also calling out the vibrations or the sensations. Music has that same quality where you can feel it vibrating in your body. And so I'm wondering how that might relate in terms of allowing whatever Uranus and Taurus is here to shake up and wake up within you, within the rumblings and the sensations and the vibrations, what it's here to shake up in the emotional body, potentially. Okay, and then the other card is the wisdom, the hidden realms. But we need to know a little bit more about the full moon in Leo. Any other layers of meaning that we need to know or understand? What do we need to know or see? Okay, this card is the cosmos, creativity and vastness. The cosmos appears as an ally and never as a challenger. Creativity in all forms is represented by the cosmos. This is a sign to place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all of life is creative and you're always co-creating with the divine. The cosmos also represents the principle of infinity and the vastness of the energetic exchange of consciousness influencing all living things. This teaches us that every intention we set is in fact contagious, with the power to influence others. We're entangled at our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on others, from an individual level to a global one. This is a sign to remind you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. Most important, keep taking action toward your goals as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you create. I feel like this one is really speaking to the creativity of Leo and how the Uranus square is potentially bringing this creative expansion, or it feels like potentially the Uranus square could bring this movement of creativity to the moon, and wherever that might be placed in your chart. because Leo is all about creativity and putting things forward. And then Uranus, I feel like, is going to be this impetus to stir something into creation, to burst forth with this eruptive energy or creative inspiration or something like that. Allowing whatever Uranus is shaking up within you, harmonizing that with, so like music is creative, so it could be in the realm of music, but maybe it's just creativity in general. Maybe it's being creative with how you respond to whatever the shakeup is. That would be also something to consider. So hopefully something in there made some kind of sense. And if you'd like to explore a little bit more and make some space for this resistance, so because the moon and Uranus and the sun are all in fixed signs, there is a guided meditation that works specifically with resistance. I'm going to link it here and then below. And wishing you a beautiful and a potentially exciting and enlivening full moon in Leo.